Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. So, previously this week on this channel, I can't remember how they say it, that's from Battlestar Galactica, isn't it? And Homeland. Were they done by the same people? Previously on Homeland. Yeah, okay. What have I done this week? Grand Theft Auto on the PS1. I'm reading it on the page there in case you wonder where I'm looking. Doom on the PS1. Doom 2 on the PS1. Duke Nukem Land of Babes on the PS1. And on another channel I did a video on the US presidential elections on Isambard, Montague. Some of you might find that amusing. A lot of you probably won't. Have YouTube changed their homepage back to how it was, with like the grey, black, whatever bar? I've had one report of it having gone back to how it used to be. I don't know if it has for everyone else, but I can say that views are up. Maybe it's because I'm putting all these things at the end of the video, or is it that YouTube have seen sense and realised that the changes that they were making were stupid and were making views drop and hence making their revenue drop? Maybe, don't know, but there it is. It's just interesting. Views suddenly spiked when I came back. Maybe it's that you all missed me. Perhaps that's it. I was away for a week. I put videos up when I came back and wham! Not the band, I don't really like them. Yeah, but it's a good thing. Whatever it is, it's good, I like it. Keep watching, lots more stuff. So yeah, I was away for a week. Those who follow me on Twitter and Facebook and maybe even paid any attention at all to the bulletins I put on my channel will know that it was because Andrea was on holiday. It was the school holidays, and when she is home I find I have less time to make videos because I'm spending time with her. And there was an element of that, and there was also an element of I just felt like it. And this is actually what I want to talk about today. It's like when it all gets a bit too much was going to be the title of this video, but now I think it's just going to be called Reality Check. What am I talking about? Well, I saw 2 videos yesterday, and I've seen a few recently where YouTubers have, in one way, shape or form, had to step back a little bit, and for different reasons. And yeah, either take a break from making videos or take a break from other aspects of the YouTube experience. And I totally understand why. And this is the thing. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There is kind of a sort of a divide in perception among the YouTubers. There are those who put up videos who get what it's like for other people who put up videos, and then there are the viewers who don't necessarily get it. Very often those putting up the videos can be seen as celebrities and get treated as celebrities, and sometimes that's really nice when you're getting swamped in respect and friendship and people liking what you're doing and stuff. That's good, it's great. But there's another side to it, which is expectations and worse, entitlement. These things are not good from the perspective of the person putting up the videos. They put on an awful lot of pressure, and I mean, it's reflected in a lot of comments, invariably by people who don't put up the videos. Why don't you do this? You should have done that. Play this game. And it puts a lot of pressure on, and these are people who don't get it. I mean, speaking for myself personally, when people say you should have done this, I think, I don't give a crap what you might have done. This is how I did it, and if you don't like it, too bad. And the whole play this game, or why don't you play this game, or you should play this game. Well, the thing is, I only play the games I've got. And just because you might think a game is good doesn't mean I will think it's good, and I only ever buy games that I want, that I know about, that I know are good. I never buy a game based on a recommendation unless I've seen a video and I myself think it's good. So, you know, comments like that, it's all like, yeah, I don't follow the advice I'm given because I never asked for it, but also I don't follow recommendations largely where people are saying, oh, you should do this, you should do it. I'm like, but it's pressure, that's the thing, and sometimes it reaches a point where you think, I can't be bothered with this. And there's the thing, we're not celebrities, we're not paid to do this. There are some of us who get a little bit of money for doing it, but that doesn't mean you're paying our wages. I certainly wouldn't ever call them wages anyway, but we're not paid by the viewer doesn't get a say. It's not a democracy, and it's not, it isn't a customer provider relationship. You're not my customers. You don't. There is no. The customer is always right. There is no. We're paying your wages. We blah blah. If we weren't watching, you wouldn't be getting money from this. Well, it's true. If you weren't watching, I wouldn't be getting any money. But you're not paying the money. So there is a misconception, and it puts pressure on the person making the video. So sometimes you do get people stepping back from either some elements of YouTube, or just saying, sod that, I'm taking a break, or in extreme cases, sod that, I quit. But that's just one side of it. That's one part of what I want to talk about. There is real life. I mean, it was my week off was all about real life. It wasn't, there was an element of I want to break from this, but it was mainly my wife's home, I'm going to spend time with her. And sometimes it can be good things like that keep YouTubers from putting up videos. Sometimes it can be bad things. Just all kinds of, I mean, you're alive, you're a person, you know you have hard days or weeks or months or years, and they can be various different things. It can be physical ailments, it can be mental ailments, it can be life tragedies, it can be breakup of relationships, it can be all kinds of things. These things happen, and as YouTubers who are not professional celebrity type people, when the shit hits the fan like that, something's got to give, and it will almost always be YouTube. Of course, there are occasions, and this is part of the whole reality check thing that I sort of want to talk about. It has been known for people to get it the wrong way, where real life can prevent people from putting up YouTube. YouTube can interfere with real life, and this is where you need a reality check. I think it has. I have seen it where people have got carried away with YouTube, and it's interfered with their lives and caused damage, financial damage, relationship damage, all kinds of crap. It happens. And collecting as well. Retro gaming, no, gaming and collecting. You have to keep a grip on it and get it in perspective, because it's possible to get the balance wrong and have these things interfere with your life. I've seen it happen, and so you will get some people, I've seen it happen, where they're like, okay, I'm selling up. Maybe they've spent too much, maybe they've spent too much time on it. It has caused them problems and done damage to their life. And it's so easy when you've got a hobby that you're really passionate about to get it out of perspective and get it wrong and have it ruin your life or do damage to your life, and you look back at later on, maybe days, weeks, months, years, whatever, and think, God, I was stupid, why did I do that? And it's something that you don't necessarily think about when watching videos on here, I think, because there is this kind of detachment, and it's like you're watching telly, and it's like that person you're watching is a presenter, and everything's all hunky-dory. What am I talking about? Where am I going with this? Don't worry, I haven't screwed up, messed up my life going to leave YouTube. That's not where I'm going. It's just what I've been thinking about following a couple of videos that I watched this week, and a few channels that I've noticed taking a back burner, shall we say, stepping back, and I've kind of been thinking, wonder what's going on there, but it's not my business to ask. But anyway, I had a point, yes. What it got me thinking about, I sort of did a reality check, if you like. I assessed, where am I at with all of this stuff that I've collected? if the shit hit the fan, push came to shove, and any other catchphrase that you can think of that doesn't come into my head at this moment, could I get rid of this easily? Would it hurt? Would I cling on to it? You know, would I be able to do it? And I had a good, long, hard look and think about it. And the conclusion I came to was, yeah, most of it. There are a few systems. If I decided, sod it, I need the money, I need the space, I need to refocus my life in a different direction, I could do it. I could get rid of almost all of this stuff, but there are some systems I would want to keep. And they are PlayStation 3, because you got 3 in 1 there. PS3, PS2 and PS1, because I've got the big fat bugger with the backward compatibility. So I want to keep that, because of all the systems I've got, that's the one I actually play the most. I do modern gaming. I actually play more PS1 than I do PS2, strangely. I think it's because PS1 feels retro, where PS2 just feel like crappy PS3 games. Yeah. So I'd have to keep that. I would have to keep my Amiga 1200. I just would. That, you know, I built that. I've had that a long time. I would have to keep my Acorn Electron, because I had that from new, and that's like my original one with all the software I had in 20 whatever years ago. I don't know how long ago it is. I would have to keep the ZX81, because that for me is where my computing, home computer history starts. I've got so much nostalgia with that. I would have to keep the Vectrex, because you just do, don't you? you just have to. I would have to keep the Virtual Boy, because it's so unique, and there's nothing else like it. I would have to keep the Game Boy Advance, because it's my favourite handheld. And I would probably have to keep the Mega Drive with the Mega CD and the 32X, because they're special to me. There's nostalgia, and I really like the sprite scaling on some of those Mega CD games. And that's it. Those are the only ones I would have to keep. No, I've lost actual count of how many that was. Was it 7 or something? I don't know. Yeah, and the rest I could sell. I wouldn't bat an eyelid. I would not shed a tear. I mean, I love all this stuff, and I love playing it. But if push came to shove, those ones I just mentioned, I would keep. The rest I could sell and not, yeah, I could handle it. And I think that's it was a worthwhile mental exercise, because that is all it is. That's just a mental exercise. I'm not about to sell up. All those of you thinking, oh my god, he's quitting. All those of you thinking, yes, now I can buy all that stuff. No, sorry, not happening. But it's a mental exercise. It's worth doing, I think, to appraise where you're at, where you stand, what your priorities are. Because retro gaming, collecting, YouTubing are all very absorbing pastimes, and you can lose sight of where you're at and what you're doing, and things can go badly wrong. So yeah, get a grip. Reality check. That's what I'm talking about, and that's where I'm at. Okay, change of topic. This one's going to be brief. Sony, assholes, bastards, piss me off. Yeah, I'm being lazy, so I'm not going to do what I was going to do. I was going to point the camera at the TV screen in there and show you what's on my PS3 cross menu bar thing. Those of you who've got a PS3 who installed the recent firmware update crap, you know, they do it every so often and it takes an age to download. I installed the recent update, and now I have on my cross media bar games option list thing a whole load of games that I have installed on it. And also, if you were to look at it, you would think I've got SingStar installed on it. What the hell are they doing? I do not have SingStar, but it appears in my list. And if you click on it, it invites you to install the free demo. Okay, first of all, I paid for that console. I did not pay for that console. I didn't get it subsidised so that they could include adverts in my bloody operating system. It's not a Gizmondo. I paid full price. What the hell are they doing putting adverts in my cross-media bar? But where on every other game in that game's list, I can delete it if I want, free up some space. You know, you hit the triangle, you get a menu down the side, and one of the options is delete or remove or something. You can't do that with this thing. It's there. You can't remove it. I haven't tried, and I probably will, to download the demo, which is something like 500 megs or something annoying, and then maybe then it'll let me delete it. But what the hell? There is no... Can you imagine if Microsoft started putting adverts on your installation of Windows? You know, Windows 7, full price, now with adverts. No bloody way. Sony, stop it, you bastards. You're going to lose me as a customer. PS4's going to come out and I just ain't going to buy it if you keep up with shit like this. Not impressed. This is where gaming at the moment is going that I just do not like. They are out of control. They need to realise we are the customers. We buy their product. We use their product in the way we like. They should not interfere with it. Once it's ours, it's ours. Keep your bloody hands off it. Right. Rant over. I've got a shout out. Let me turn the camera around. Here we go then. TheStaticShade. This is a new channel, started, on the 9th of this month. No, wait, that's today. 23rd of October. I don't know what his name is, but I know I like what he does. He's got 4 subscribers right now and 7 videos. I mean, it's not a lot of videos because it's a new channel, but I've watched a few of his videos and I like what he's doing and I like how he does it, which is what I always say when I shout someone out, because why would I shout someone out who I don't like what they're doing? You've got well, it's gameplay videos and he's playing the kind of game excuse me, he's playing the kind of games that I like. Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 1943, okay, they're not retro, but I don't care because I play both of these. And he plays in the same way that I do. Run around, shoot a few people, die. So I was sitting there watching that and listening to the things he's saying. And he's saying the kind of things that I say while I'm playing one of these games while trying to record it. And it's all very familiar to me. His temperament is just... I say this so often. No nonsense, no bullshit, no in-your-face anything. It's just... he's playing the game, he's speaking his mind as he plays it in an unassuming, no bullshit manner, just being himself. And that's exactly what I like to watch when I'm watching a gameplay video. And I mean on YouTube, I spend most of my time watching gameplay videos with commentary. There are a few people who will sit in front of the camera and I'll watch them because they're really good at it. But mostly I'm watching gameplay videos and these are the kind I like. So that is TheStaticShade. Check him out, see what you think. If you like his stuff, subscribe, because, well, that's what these shout-outs are all about. Right, so, coming up. Do you know what? I haven't done any of the things I said I was going to do. Well, no, there was more of the same, kind of, but none of what I said I was going to do, I don't think. I was going to do some Engage stuff and other stuff that I didn't do. I didn't end up doing the comparison of the PS1 and 3DO Road Rash. I still have it in mind to do that. I have got a big project in the works. I was going to have it out by Wednesday was the plan. I didn't get it done because life. I have everything I need to do it. I haven't finished the research. Shock, horror, I had to research. I didn't know everything off the top of my head. That's a thing actually, straying here, digressing, as you do, well as I do. Yeah, there is this perception, I get asked questions where people think, because I've got all this stuff, I am an expert at it. Like, I know the entire history of every single item, all the technical specifications, all the how to fix them, stuff like that, how to program them. No, I don't. I collect this stuff because I remember it. When I was a kid, a lot of the computers and whatnot, I heard of them, and some of them, all I know about them is that they exist, and that's all I know. And then when I had money, I went and bought them because I was trying to get everything that I remembered hearing about as a kid, because I wanted computers when I was a kid and I couldn't have any. So yeah, my knowledge, anything. Almost everything you'll hear me talking about on here, where I'm going into any kind of detail, I've had to research because I don't know this stuff off the top of my head. How on earth could I? Yeah, just thought I'd get that out there because it struck me. I had a few questions this week that were like, how on earth would I know that? Yeah, where was I going with this? Yes, didn't do the things I said I was going to do. Have still got this big project coming out. It will be good. It has actually. It's a thing that's been requested by a few people over the past however long. And I'm not telling you what it is yet. Only one person knows. And thank you, Mark. You know who you are and you know why. I think that's all. So what's coming up? Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually doing the PS1 stuff at the moment, partly because I'm just enjoying those games. I was in the mood to play them, so I did, and partly because it's easy. It's just slap a disc in the PS3 and there it is. I haven't got to set something up because I haven't got a lot of time. I'm trying to do this big project. I don't know exactly how big it's going to be or how long or whatever, or even will it be as good as I think it's going to be. Meh. It's not a special effects extravaganza or anything, it's just an amount of content. Yeah, think that's all. Okay, shutting up. Thank you for watching.